Hello and welcome back to Jenna Gets Creative. Today is a special art collaboration video. If you are normally here on Mondays for the book content and you're not interested in art, I'm very sorry that I forgot to remind you guys that the schedule would be different this week only. Come back on Wednesday for my book video this week. See you then. Everybody else, welcome back. It's an art video. Today is the fourth installment of the Teeny Weeny Art Challenge collaboration that Weblight Dreams and a few of our other friends and I have been doing. There's some people have been doing the whole thing with us, some people are new this round, some people have done a couple of rounds. If you would like to follow everybody else who is doing the challenge today, we have The Artsy Pineapple, Joe Brush, Enjoy Drawing with Mary, Dark Star Creations, Lori Fahey Art, Jenna Gets Creative, that is me, Aurora's Art World, Fuzzy Dragons, and of course, Weblight Dreams. We do also have a hashtag going on with this challenge because we put out the call for an open participation. I will have that linked down below. I'll have the hashtag so you can go find everybody else who decide to do it just on the spur of the moment with us. What we decided we were doing for everybody who is able to paint at this scale, we're going to paint on coins. And since we're going to paint on coins, I'd like to talk about coins. So the beginning of the main footage you're watching in the big part of the screen was me trying to gesso the coins, hoping that that would prep them better before I paint on them with acrylics. I have no idea how to paint on metal. I have no idea if this is going to work. And up here in the top corner, I'm going to talk a little bit about Canadian coins, and then I will tell you about what I'm painting on the coins if it works out. What you're looking at right here is a 1995 Royal Canadian Mint collection thing. There are 6 coins behind plastic in here. What's special about the 1995 collection is that was the last year that the Canadian Mint printed $2 bills. Starting in 1996, $2 was printed as a coin. I guess minted as a coin. Americans, you will recognize 4 of these. We do use the same denominations of coins, we just have more of them. Right over here, we have the Canadian penny, 1 cent. Ours has maple leaves on this side. We have the Canadian nickel with a beaver, 5 cents. The Canadian dime with a sailboat. I believe this is the Blue Nose, 10 cents. And we have the Canadian quarter, 25 cents. And this has an elk on it. Caribou? Elk? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's meant to be elk. Up here, this is the Canadian $1 coin. Normally it features a loon like this, which is why we tend to call them the loonie. This is some sort of special war memorial type scene going on. And this down here is the 50-cent piece. You don't normally see the 50-cent piece in circulation. You're pretty much only going to find them as promotional Canadian Mint type objects. So we have Queen Elizabeth on all of our coins, and there she is. This is the face I think of when I think of Queen Elizabeth on coins, because this is what was on the coins when I was a kid. Now she looks like this these days, and a long, long time ago, the much older coins, she looked like this. So I said that that was the last year that the $2 bill was printed. In 1996, which is actually the year this exact coin was minted, we got the Canadian $2 coin, known as the toonie. There it is. As you can see, it says 1996. Only slightly bigger than the loonie. And for comparison, here's the quarter. And just to prove it, Canadian quarter, American quarter, they are the same size. The American coins are thicker ever so slightly, so they're heavier. Sometimes they won't work in our vending machines. Probably the reverse is true. Canadian versus American dime, Canadian versus American nickel. And here's that old penny I just showed you guys for the older photo drawing sculpture, whatever, of Elizabeth. Pennies were discontinued in Canada sometime between 2012-2013. When I opened this, I also found a $10 bill tucked in. Trying to figure out why. It's a 2017 bill. That's not the year that they switched to the plastic money. Probably just because there's all sorts of people on here and they're not just prime ministers. So we've got Agnes MacPhail. I have no idea who James Gladstone is or what he did. So John A. Macdonald is often on our money, and he was the first Prime Minister of Canada. Sir Georges-Étienne Cartier, he was a premier in either Quebec or Ontario. I'm leaning to Quebec with that French-sounding name. He was involved in Confederation. He was involved in the railway. Not sure why this was in here. It's not like it's a pristine bill to preserve. It's been folded. We do have our plastic money. So my idea here, what I'm going to attempt to do on the coins is to paint some little Viking longship shields. Excuse the scratching noises, my cat's trying to get in. When I was a kid, Grandpa used to make wooden boats. He particularly liked making Viking ships, and when I was a teenager, he would actually get me to help him paint the shields that would go along the sides of them. Recently, my sister asked if I had any pictures of them, and I don't, unfortunately. But it got me thinking, and I knew I was going to do this challenge. I knew we were doing coins if possible, so I figured that would be a cool thing to try and paint on these already tiny round objects. So I hope you enjoy. I'm not going to talk all the way through this one. I will be back at the end. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to go check out the other channels participating. I have them all linked down below, and check the hashtag as well for our surprise open call participants. If you're looking for more to watch, I've got some suggestions up on the left side of the screen now. Don't forget to like, comment, maybe even subscribe, and if you like living life creatively, whatever that means to you, I'd love to have you along for the ride. Bye guys!